How did wolves become dogs? If you saw a wolf standing in front of a modern dog, you might think they were completely different animals. One is a wild predator. The other sleeps on our couches, plays fetch, and waits patiently for treats. But here's the surprising truth. Every dog on Earth is descended from wolves. From tiny Chihuahuas to giant Great Danes, all dogs share ancient wolf ancestors. So how did one of the world's most feared predators become humanity's best friend? To answer that question, we need to travel back tens of thousands of years, long before cities, long before farming, and long before written history. At that time, humans lived as hunter-gatherers. They moved from place to place, searching for food. Life was difficult. Dangerous animals were everywhere, and survival was never guaranteed. Among those animals were wolves, large, intelligent, and highly skilled hunters. At first, humans and wolves were probably rivals. Both hunted similar prey. Both competed for food. And both were cautious of each other. But over time, something unusual began to happen. Some wolves started staying near human camps, not because humans invited them, but because human camps produced waste, leftover bones, scraps of meat, and other food that wolves could eat without hunting. For wolves, this was an easy meal, but not every wolf could take advantage of it. The aggressive wolves were often chased away. The wolves that stayed closest to humans were usually the calmer ones, the less fearful ones. Generation after generation, these friendlier wolves survived and reproduced. Slowly, natural selection began changing them. Over many thousands of years, these wolves became different from their wild relatives. They became less aggressive, more social, and more comfortable around humans. At the same time, humans began noticing something. These animals could be useful. Wolves had excellent hearing, excellent smell, and could warn humans when danger was nearby. A wolf near camp might detect predators long before people noticed them. The relationship became beneficial for both sides. The wolves received food and protection. The humans gained extra security. What started as a simple opportunity slowly became a partnership. As generations passed, humans likely began encouraging the friendliest animals to stay. The calmest wolves had the greatest chance of remaining near people, and those wolves passed their traits to future generations. The process continued for thousands of years. Eventually, these animals no longer looked exactly like wolves. Their bodies changed, their behavior changed, and their relationship with humans changed. The first dogs had appeared. Scientists still debate exactly when this happened. Some evidence suggests dogs may have been domesticated more than 15,000 years ago. Other studies suggest the process may have begun even earlier. Regardless of the exact date, one thing is clear. Dogs were the first animals ever domesticated by humans. Long before cows, long before horses, and long before cats. Dogs became our companions. They helped humans hunt, protected camps, guarded livestock, and traveled alongside people as humans spread across the world. As different human societies developed, dogs changed too. People began selectively breeding them for specific purposes. Some dogs became hunters, some became herders, some became guardians, and others became companions. Over time, hundreds of different breeds appeared. Yet despite their differences, all modern dogs remain connected to their ancient wolf ancestors. In fact, if you look closely, many dogs still display wolf-like behaviors. They howl, mark territory, live in social groups, and communicate using body language that wolves also use. These behaviors are reminders of where they came from. Today, dogs are one of the most successful animals on Earth. There are hundreds of millions of them living across the planet. They serve as guides, rescuers, protectors, workers, and loyal companions. But perhaps the most remarkable part of the story is this. Dogs were not created by humans overnight. They evolved alongside us. For thousands of years, humans and dogs shaped each other's history. A partnership that began around ancient campfires eventually changed the world. And all because a few curious wolves decided to stay a little closer to humans than the others. From wolf to dog, from predator to companion. It may be one of the most successful friendships in the history of life on Earth.